The current trends we are seeing from the Republican majority at the Arizona legislature are disturbing to say the least. Before I give you the full story, I want to make one point very clear. Good governance is grounded in trusting representative democracy, not bending it beyond its allotted resources to meet a calendar that fits any ideology. I'm State Senator Juan Mendez, the ranking Democrat on the Senate Government Committee. I'm lucky enough and eternally grateful to have been in office since 2013, so I have the experience to know what Republicans are doing right now is a radical misuse of legislative authority. So to set the stage, every agency, board, and commission goes through a sunset review process that takes into account their audit findings and allows them to implement recommendations for improvements made by the Auditor General. This process was designed to be apolitical, and for decades could be summed up as largely uneventful and routine as the agencies flowed through their committees of reference, or as we call them, core. It was a measured and valued process that ensured transparency and accountability within state agencies. State law allows for up to 10-year continuations, but per usual, Republicans think they know best. Despite public pleas from the Office of the Auditor General to refrain from adding more unnecessary audits to their plate due to staffing and funding concerns, Republicans still believe they know best. Shorter continuations means the Office of the Attorney General has to make tougher decisions about which agencies receive performance audits versus self-audits. And if we continue to unnecessarily give every agency shorter continuation with no justification, it just means more agencies will have to conduct self-audits. This goes directly against the stated goal of increased oversight that Republicans are using as their rationale. So in short, Republicans are weaponizing the audit process for political games. When the House and Senate aren't trying to sue the governor, they're harassing her agency directors and non-political government employees. The point of the sunset process is not to punish those agencies that don't receive a perfect audit. Very few entities in public or private life receive flawless audits. The purpose is to find areas of improvement and efficiency. This process has been working well since it was implemented over 25 years ago, and these changes in the last 2 years will only harm legislative oversight. Today, in the government core, Republican Chair Jake Hoffman announced a blanket 2-year continuation for everyone at the beginning of the hearing, without any merit or discussion of rationale for a reduction on any of these agencies. The reason no rationale was provided is because there is none. This undermines the function of this committee. Republicans have weaponized this process, and this process is now nothing more than a rubber stamp for extreme legislative micromanaging of each state agency.